Do stay with us.
This man, it was particularly set up for a purpose. And if you want to attend that school to benefit from the human conduct, because the confusion
my director is singing sonorous, stuff into my ear. We're live now. We're live. It's as if I'm on a plane, but actually we're talking airlines. So what a coincidence! What a that's the name of my director behind the scenes. So much happens behind the scenes. Anyway, my guest is joining me right now. Dumebi Oluwole. She's the economics and research analyst at State Business. Hello, Dumebi. Thank you for joining us. You know what your name reminds me of now? Rema, do maybe. That song. Singing sonorous,
I think I'm used to it now.
Oh, okay. So that's what it reminds me of. So welcome to maybe to the show. Dumebi,
Thank you.
Stay with me, live with me. That's what your name means. So fantastic name. All right. Yes. So Dumebi, let's go straight ahead. We're looking at the airline industry, and before the break, I did say the airline industry and not aviation, and I really need to make that distinction because there's a distinction between the airline industry and the aviation industry. The airline industry or the airline sector is like a subset, is a part of the aviation industry. So you're seeing that airline industry refers to companies who employ pilots, flight passengers, and maintenance of those flights. While the aviation sector involves even the regulatory agencies, the companies that design and manufacture. And I really need to make that distinction because there's a distinction between the airline sector this morning. The first question to you really is the Nigerian airline business sector is like good business? Let me start with that of the aviation industry.
Okay, so first off, you're very right about the fact that the airline industry is very distinct from the aviation sector, and that actually cuts across different sectors of any economy. So you have the industries literally make up the sector. So that's what basically you were trying to really point out there. So for the airlines business, generally, it has been globally stated or said that the airlines business is not a profitable business. And when we talk about like profit, we're looking at it in terms of their net interest income. So we're looking at the profit after they deducted the cost, after they deducted taxes, and you realize that airlines actually they're very accustomed to bankruptcy, they're very accustomed to huge losses, and this is because the airlines actually is a very capital intensive business, and the amount of money that they spend on getting the aircraft alone, takes a huge chunk of their money, and they have a lot of costs that are very recurrent, and these costs don't go anywhere whether or not they fly. So from maintenance costs to their operating costs, to the cost of training, cost of training their flight attendants and even the pilots, all of these costs are constantly in the loop of their business activities, whether or not they fly. And while I was having a conversation with a very the licensed engineer, NCAA, he did mention something very fantastic to me, or very interesting to me. That once you purchase an aircraft, it's like the beginning of your financial role as a business or as an airline owner. It just begins to mount, basically.
I think it was Richard Branson. I'm trying to get it now. Let me say, I think it was Richard Branson that said running an airline. But in the case of Nigeria, which cost do you think, or which factors contribute to the industry not being as profitable as many people think? I think it was Richard Branson.
So right now, because of the Russian-Ukraine war and our current FX issues, the biggest cost right now for airlines is the
a person in that capacity, given his status, he will do it in Nigeria and nothing will happen. So, but my sympathies goes to Senator Kuremadu, having regard to the fact that he undertook this assignment as a way of rescuing, his daughter. But he has to do that with caution, so that in trying to say this is what is actually the case.
Well, has literally skyrocketed.
As you rightly pointed out, the fact of
between the beginning of the year and now. So I think aviation
so many attempts to try and dig behind the scenes to see just what is happening. Emerging also that the
right now it's trading at or selling at about 700 naira per liter, or even more for some airlines. And remember that Nigeria imports this petroleum, and this is not only aviation fuel Nigeria, but Nigeria imports all refined petroleum products. Aviation fuel is just one of them. And with the forex issues that we have, this is reflected in the price of the commodity, and airlines bear the brunt of this. Unfortunately for airlines, because of the kind of business model that they run and the cost structure of their business, it's not easy for them to pass on these costs to the consumers in terms of ticket prices. So we've seen that the airline business yesterday, the airline operators of Nigeria, which comprises of the 9 private airlines that we had currently, Ibom Air, and a number of Ghana, a number of all of these airlines. We see that it comes, the set a price ceiling from 30,000 or 20,000 last year to 50,000, and people did revolt this, but people still want to fly because of insecurity. They would rather want to fly than travel by road. But regardless, the whole core of this is that the airlines are not able to transfer the burden of this increase in price to the consumers immediately. So they are bearing a huge chunk of this cost. And the second thing that really affects them, I already mentioned everything that was reflected in the price of their aviation fuel. Another thing that affects costing of people for them is their maintenance costs. So airlines, they have maintenance costs. There are about 4 of them, and freelance is just one of them. And unfortunate issues that we have, it's not unfortunate though, but airline companies in Nigeria, most of them are their aircraft that airlines, because and apart from the aircraft they have to operate they take their airline back, they send their airlines abroad in terms of finance tech, and then these airlines are not brought back to the country. So this affects cost and their finance costs. And like I mentioned before, find it very difficult to pass this but I think at the end of the year, when God was right, when we saw that because it was from 30,000 or 25,000, that actually the price of it is that people going for about 151,000. look for not for a return ticket right now. Just get together you're going to buy take yourself from Lagos to Abuja and reflected also their maintenance costs, their effect to consumer costs of aviation, all of them are expected. But I remember that they also have to train their pilots, they have to train their air hostesses and the kind of service that they provide. No airline wants to have a bad name attached to their services. People don't want to complain, so they have to make sure the services that they provide are very top. Plus, they also pay licensing and charges to the various bodies in the Nigerian aviation industry. They pay services to NAMA, they pay services, revenue, NCAA as well. They pay licensing to AIT. There's a lot they pay handling services, so they also have those charges that are appealing to them, even if the aircraft doesn't move and eat from there.
Okay, let's talk about a very pertinent issue, which is Nigeria Air. Nigeria Air has secured ATL, that's Air Transport License. I hope so many acronyms one just need to know. So forgive me if I mix them, but I think I'm right. ATL. Air Transport License, and that gives them the authorization to provide both scheduled and non-scheduled services on its way to get AOC, or the operating certification for it to begin flights. What do you think about this Nigeria Air stuff? Because the government announced the news in 2016. A lot of people, some people liked the idea, some people did not like the idea. Now they secured the ATL. The question then, which many analysts are saying, is that we've not even seen the memorandum of association. We don't really know the intricacies, at least the devil in the details. The federal government says it owns 5%. Who are the other equity holders? Who are the technical partners? So that it doesn't go the way of Nigeria Airways of those days. Or we've seen different, attempts to have a national carrier, and it just ends like that. So what do you think?
So first off, I'll start with that this clearly just the attempt to own the national carrier. We've seen that several other African counterparts have national carriers that are flagging, they're carrying their country flags everywhere. And I think it's just one way for Nigeria to take part in this bandwagon. But there are clearly a lot of structural and regulations that we could look at. Like Greg said, the scale of staring
but I think I'm right.
What license and gives them the authorization to provide scheduled and non-scheduled services. This has been happening for Nigeria. We've seen pictures about if you have the aircraft and then next minute there's anymore. So the question now for a lot of analysts that is this going to be just another trend aviation industry for Nigeria, and what is that we've not even for investors. So clearly the fact that there's still a lot of uncertainty on the details, the basic eyebrows on what exactly is going on with this Nigerian air. Number two, is this really just Nigeria's way of partaking or joining the bandwagon of several African countries that have national carriers, and we really have what it takes to make sure that this aircraft is not just is one-off, that it just comes and begins to die down. And number four, who are the investors, what they have to what pricing this looks like, for Nigerian airways, they want to come in to take charge of the airline service. And I think AOS clearly right now are working like an effect for Nigerian airline industry. So it's really there's a lot of question marks surrounding this, and we're just going to have to keep watching to see how it all unfolds.
In the Nigerian airline sector, because if the government is claiming, guys, we have 5% in this holdings, I don't know how many planes Nigeria Air has, whether like 3, at least the last the report that I read. I don't know how true that is, because it's almost like opaque. I don't know if you've seen full details of this national carrier